Last thing on the abortion thing, just really quick, and I think we might have touched on this before, I guess just for Pixie and you, just since you guys seem the most vocal on this topic, do you think that a woman not being financially ready is a valid reason to get an abortion?
Yes.
Yes.
All of you? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
What about parental responsibility? Maybe they could be financially ready, but they just don't want to the increased burden, I guess, to be a parent. Is that also a valid?
That's valid.
Valid reason?
I don't think the government has a right to basically dictate your bodily autonomy. That's where I draw the line. Even if another being is dependent on it.
So I have a question for you as what do you say to a man who is not financially ready or who is not perhaps not ready for the parental responsibility? What do you tell him?
It's his choice too.
Should he have not had sex? Is that what you tell a man?
No.
I think they should have been more careful, but I wouldn't say overall that they're responsible for engaging in sex. Accidents happen with everything.
But what is the outcome for a man who is not financially ready or does not want the parental responsibility?
Paper abortions. They call these paper abortions. You can write away your parental
men's rights advocates prefer, I believe that the term is legal paternal surrender.
Legal paternal surrender is the solution to this, where men can surrender their rights and any claims to parenthood of that child.
And they wouldn't have to pay child support.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I think that is the...
Do you think that's...
It's an imperfect solution, but it's the closest thing that you could get because you would never have the say over whether or not somebody carries a pregnancy to term. Somebody else.
Okay. Pixie, any thoughts on that?
Yeah. I guess I'm in similar alignment. I think, again, I think there's a legal question of abortion and there's a moral question as well as when it comes to giving birth. And that's why I think even morally, even though I might not personally have an abortion or whatever, I just don't think the government has a right to tell you what to do with your body.
If you can, try to actually answer the question. So, what do you tell? Because in all 50 states in the U.S., whether there's abortion rights or not in that state, in all 50 states, if the woman chooses to proceed with the pregnancy and has the child, there's certainly going to be some either financial or parental responsibilities that men cannot so easily do away with. Do you think that it's...
I understand what you're saying.
What do you tell a man, though, who's like, I don't want to have to pay child support. I don't want to have to be parentally responsible for the child. What do you say to a man in that situation?
I think you have a legal right to do that. That doesn't necessarily mean...
men don't have a legal right to do that in any state. But it's really interesting how people who are in favor of abortion become Bronze Age pro-lifers when it comes to the male side of this.
Well, no,
because
I'm consistent. I've said that legally. I don't think the government should have a say on what you do with your bodily autonomy. And I think legally, a man should have the government shouldn't necessarily force you to claim childhood or parenthood over a child that you don't claim to have. Does that make sense? I'm saying that there's a legal consistency here that I believe in.
Okay, so you're in favor of legal paternal surrender.
Yeah.
Perhaps in states where abortion is legal.
Yeah. And men are already surrendering their children, even without that not happening.
See,
men can walk out on their men can already walk out on their children. Men can walk out on their children. They already do. I think it would be better.
Of course.
But I don't think. Yeah, I think there's a difference between moral and legality, and that's where I think we would agree.
Yeah, men are already doing this. I think it would just be better to regulate it and bring it above board and make it a formalized legal thing.
Yeah. So I have a question. You're obviously very pro-life. Are you a vegetarian?
I am not a vegetarian. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm vegan.
Doesn't sound
even
very
though
pro-life. Slay.
Well, a cow is not a human being.
But it's a life.
It's a life.
It's not a human life.
I think he's pro-human.
Hold on a second. You do know
human
that
supremacy.
Vegetables are alive too.
Broccoli screams when you pull it from the ground.
So, and by the way, there is a moral difference between a cow or a salmon or swordfish than a human being.
I don't think she was equating them, but she was just saying that they have the capacity for life,
I think
suffering,
I think
that's why I said, hold on, go rewind the tape. I said, when does human life begin? I did ask that question, right?
No, I don't think she was calling that into question. I think she was just asking, do you extend that to animals? Because most people won't.
No,
extend that to animals.
I do not. No, I think that we as human beings have supremacy over animals. Yeah, we should watch and care for animals to the best of our ability. So we should kill them humanely, but.
What is this? Come on now.
That's what the abortion argument.
Well, hold on.
You made abortion.
Wait, if you really think a human life and a cow is similar, then
A cow is better than a human life. Let me
Similar
just
as
say
far as
that.
like moral worth
Cows
and
are
moral
so
consideration. I don't think that there's going to be like a comparison as far as like in the way that you're making, I guess. But like people feel this attachment to animals already, like they're pets, right? Like a dog or a cat. Honestly, if you ask most people, would you rather save a stranger in a fire or your pet, your dog or your cat
that's
in a
screwed up
fire?
morally.
Most people would say,
No,
I'm
you're
going to
right.
save my pet.
Yeah, because that's screwed up because they follow their heart, not their head.
Why
I
my
have a
cat
question.
matters.
Wait,
Well,
You shouldn't
Following
follow
about-
your
I,
heart.
really
That's
quick, but I do
a bad
want to
idea.
move.
No, you
move
are
on.
right. Most people would save their dog, or a
Yeah.
stranger went drowning, they would save the dog. You're
Yeah.
right, and that's
If it was their dog.
that is a
I think
yes,
if it was
your
just a dog they didn't
and
know
a
they wouldn't.
stranger. But to answer your question, no, I'm a meat eater and I'm proud of it.
He's a proud meat eater, folks.
Oh wait, really quick. You asked if I would date a pro-lifer, Lila, who comes on your show? What's her name?
Lila Rose.
Lila Rose.
Oh,
she's
I
been
would
on
date Lila Rose.
3-4
Okay,
times.
I will
Wait,
become
huh?
pro-life for you, Lila. You're beautiful. So.
All right, I'll let her know, and perhaps.
Yeah,
well,
there you
she's
go.
married. Okay, all right. Let's pump the
I
brakes.
missed. I
Pump the brakes
missed
here.
my opportunity.